So that.
Whoa!
Right, so that.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to T77 BMX. Today is a very special video. We have my buddy Steve, a key player in the BMX world, and this guy. We have DJ Ivan here today. We are diving into BMX history. We're going to be viewing the world's first BMX Flair. We're going to watch it together. You're going to see our reaction. But before we get started, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button right now so you don't miss out on any of our awesome BMX content. Without further ado, let's watch Matt Hoffman first pulled 180 backflip, aka Flair, Mansfeild, UK. Let's do it. Ah! What was that? What was that?
So Hoffman used to do these front flip flyouts long before he was doing anything else. Like when he did that, we all went, yeah! And then thought, no, what's he going? He's going to miss the ramp. But just before this, he'd done the backflip. Then he came to the UK and we were expecting a backflip. That's
and
all
this
we
is
were
what you got
expecting.
instead, right?
What was that called?
Front flip dismount, I think they call it.
Well, why didn't they call it a off?
Right, let's roll the clip. Ready?
So that,
Whoa!
right, so that point, right, the crowd has gone berserk. Like
Yeah.
you cannot imagine how nuts the crowd's gone. Carry on.
Okay. Wow. What size is that ramp, Steve?
I think it's 10 foot, but
10 foot.
I'd be corrected if I'm wrong.
Wow.
So if you see on that one, something odd happened. You see, he just started to turn out. We thought he'd done a backflip, but you notice at the end of it,
Yeah.
there's a slight twist at the end, and then a few of us went quiet. There's more to this. Carry on.
Let's do it.
See that man there?
Yeah.
That's me.
That's you standing up. Wicked. So you were there 34
Yeah, man.
years ago, man.
Yeah.
That was you.
That was me in the white, yeah.
What just happened to you? What just happened?
Nice. Is it saying on it?
Yeah, he said
They know
there
the
may be a
180
180 in there.
Okay. Wow.
No, that
He did it that time, didn't he?
yeah.
That's
Was that
crazy.
you?
No, that's me there.
Oh my god, yes, man.
Blown away,
Incredible.
mate. There's a bit where Matt's on top of the ramp and he's jumping on the handlebars to straighten them. But bike was done. And if he hadn't got it on that one, it probably wouldn't happen.
In what parts you were running back then? The bikes, you know this as well, Ivan. The bikes back then.
Made of cheese. That was a Haro Sport. It was a blue Haro Sport.
Oh, was it? He probably thought, every time I do one of these, I bend the bike,
Yeah.
I might as well start my own bike company.
And that's exactly what happened. So when those tricks became that big, Matt obviously started Hoffman Bikes as we know it. It then bred all the English brands because they needed to happen. For me at that point, I was about a year riding after that and I'd had enough. I think I just partied after that.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, so Steve has the coolest gift in the world.
I can guarantee 100% nobody has got one of these. Right, open your eyes.
What? No way,
Yeah,
man.
So-
what the hell? Mate, that is so
You
cool.
won't-
I cannot wait to put this to use in the workshop. If you want to see what we're going to use this for, make sure you follow right now so you don't miss out. Steve, thank you so much for that gift,
Welcome,
man.
man.
Now, let's jump straight back into unlocking the BMX Flair. Let's have a little chat about it. Watching Matt Hoffman do a Flair there, that was crazy. And it's not like any of the Flairs that you see these days in modern styles of riding.
That's what we would call, it's a proper backflip to 180, which is
Yeah.
what a Flair should be. And Hoffman did it. Flares are nice today, but it's easy to turn your Flares into a 540 flat spin because it feels comfortable and they look good.
So let's review one of those. Let's have a quick look at a modern rider's Flair. Let's compare it to Matt Hoffman's really quickly. First one we're going to see is this here by Keiran Reilly. It's called Insane Mini Flair on BMX. Wow.
It's not far off a bunny hop. It's ridiculous.
That's tiny. Wow.
But yeah.
That is nothing like the Flair that we just seen from Matt Hoffman. But whilst we're talking about Keiran Reilly's Flair, check this out. If you haven't seen this, it's the world's first triple Flair.
It's just insane, isn't it?
That is mental.
Look at that. But I'd have to say, and I don't think I'm alone with it, I'd have to say it's a double backflip
Wow.
to Flair.
Okay, let me see.
So look, one backflip, two backflip, Flair.
Yeah, totally. The 2 backflips straight and then brings it round on the last flip.
It's still,
Here it is.
Oh, no, it's still cool. I'm
Incredible.
Take nothing away from Keiran.
It is like nothing else. This thing blew up the internet as well, didn't it? This year, the world's first BMX triple flare, 34 years after the world's first flare was pulled by Matt Hoffman. Moving on, let's have a look at locally our own experiences with this very hard BMX trick. And I've had a very mixed journey with this trick. I first learned the trick when I was about 16 years old. When I was 25, I had my worst BMX injury doing this trick. I'll tell you more about that in another video, but what I'm absolutely stoked with, that I've been back on my bike, and this year I have managed to learn the flare again, and I've started throwing it regularly at our sessions. You guys are gonna watch my latest flare clip right now, and we'll have a little talk about that. Yeah, this from our latest vlog.
Oh. You like that bit of wood?
Yeah.
Give it a cuddle. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Pop out.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
That felt, honestly, that felt so good, man.
Yeah,
I
man,
was,
it looks rad.
Felt so good.
I'm pleased you've got it back, because there's nothing worse than having an accident. I had my accident with a flare in 2011, and mate, hats off to you for getting back on it. I've never been brave enough to do it again, but next year's another year.
Yes, wicked. I love the trick. It feels so good to do. And in my head, I always knew I still could do a flare. It was just a case of building up the leg strength, getting my bike control back on lock. But honestly, so happy to throw the flare at the skate park again. The flare journey is intense. It is definitely something a lot of riders chase. Our very own team rider, Meerkat, who rides for me here at T77 BMX, has one of the coolest flares you'll ever see. I'm gonna show you that. And then I've got a question for you, Steve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, look at it. Here he is.
Yeah!
Oh, yes, Meersy.
It's a bar! He must have been
And Whit, look at him.
He's got to put on the X Games run.
Yes, mate.
Yeah,
absolutely incredible. Huge shout out to you, Meerkat. Keep riding, bro. Keep it real. The flare journey is intense. Now, Steve, have you ever tried this trick?
Yeah, got it wrong a big time, 2011. Laid up for a long while.
You knocked yourself out?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And before you did fail at it, did you ever land this trick?
Yeah. I'd learnt it at Farmer Skate Park, 5 foot flat bank.
Yeah, I know the one.
When everybody was doing it, the mattresses and some of the guys remember that.
Imagine that down the skate park with old mattresses.
Yeah.
We've done it with like gym equipment, all sorts. You just get it down, chuck it on the ramps, and you try crazy tricks with a bit of a softer landing.
Yeah, and then it all went, got it horribly wrong. Kind of put me out of riding for quite a few years. And then I've come back the last couple of years just finding my feet still. But I think next year you're going to have to get me to do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man.
Oh, okay,
I think we'll go down to Matt and get a private session entity.
Yeah, man. Oh, mate. Well, honestly, because as you guys can see by the footage today, it's a scary trick. And there's so much that can go wrong. But again, equally, landing this trick is one of the best feelings in the world. So, ladies and gentlemen, we may be seeing Steve going above and beyond.
You might only get it as a still, because that might be where it ends. Yeah.
But mate, honestly, we are so stoked to join you on this flare journey. Hopefully we can make something happen of that. But at least we know we're going to have some fun. And you've said it, so now you owe us at least one attempt into a foam pit.
It's cool down.
I look forward to that. Right, well, listen, thank you guys for tuning in and joining us on this experience. We have really enjoyed watching the world's first BMX flare and learning a little bit about this technical BMX trick. Steve, anything to add before we go?
No.
Happy? Listen, man, I cannot thank you enough for that gift.
Brilliant.
So excited to put it to use. And again, let me just tell you guys, we are both very, very excited for what we've got planned in the future. Stick around, follow the channel, because you don't want to miss out.
See what he did? He went...